So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the greatest watch market update show. Today, I'm doing this live stream, or should I say, I'm doing this live podcast because something is happening today. It happened yesterday, but these guys already started to try to flim flam me, but it's not going to be that easy with me around, Today, Joaquin is not with me here today. I'm all alone. Joaquin is doing his own song and dance with his girlfriend, so I'm alone. I'm alone doing this. But ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking to you guys for some time. Well, I've been talking about this subject of discontinued watches, to be exact, going on 3 years. That is a sucker's bet. Discontinued watches is just a sucker's bet to get into your pocketbooks, your wallets, and flim flam you. But I'm not gonna let that happen. I said I wasn't gonna let that happen. And these guys, caught on with me and Sweet Kid Kino making our videos about discontinued watches and explaining to you it's a dummies game. It's a dummies game to flim flam you. So now these Muppet Boiler Room secondary grade watch market channels and dealers are getting real smart. And they're changing. They're not going to tell you no more discontinued watches. They're not going to use that word because me and Sweet Kid Kino have been burning that word, discontinued watches, Es para tontos, para los bobos. Para los bobos, para los que no tienen chola, no tienen cabeza. The ones who don't have no head, they get them as lollipop suckers. And now they're going to be using when a watch is going to be discontinued, they're going to call it a collector grade watch. Listen to the word I'm using. Listen to the words I'm using. They're not going to use with you guys no more discontinued watches, the name. They're going to use now collector grade watches. They're getting, sophisticated with the words now. Collector grade watches. They don't want to use no more discontinued, They know that me and Sweet Kid Kino have been burning that name, You understand me? There you go. You know what I'm talking about, Ty. You know what I'm talking about, Damon. These guys are smart. Those two subscribers of mine, they're smart people. They know. And they're not gonna get fleeced or flim flam. They're not. They are following my blueprints. My blueprints are for real, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you want to believe it or not, my blueprints are for real. And the reason I'm talking about discontinued watches is because something happened yesterday. One watch got discontinued. Does anybody know what watch got discontinued yesterday? Let's see if these guys are up to date, man. I hope somebody knows. Just one person. I'm already. No, Damon. Nope. None of those. It's a heavy hitter watch, ladies and gentlemen. And these guys, these factory, watch manufacturers, absolutely. There you go. We got a smart man right here. New York is a smart man. That's right. A watch that got discontinued is a Patek Philippe. The watch that got discontinued is the Patek Philippe stainless steel blue dial Nautilus 5712. That's right. They discontinued that watch yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. And these guys son una gonorrea. Exactly, the 5712 Nautilus. Stainless steel with a blue dial. Unbelievable looking time machine. I love it, to be honest. But I've been following that watch for the last year and a half. They're going to discontinue, they're going to discontinue, they're going to discontinue. And it hasn't happened. But like I said already to you guys, we're entering the month of January, February, March, April, watches and wonder, discontinued watches. They want to get you with the Pepsi, GMT, and all that good stuff. But now Patek came out in front. They came out in front and they discontinued the Patek Philippe 5712 stainless steel blue dial. It's not discontinued. They call it now the collector grade watch. It's a collector grade watch. Get it through your head, ladies and gentlemen. No more discontinue. They're going to flim flam you with the new word. Collector grade watch. Understand me? Collector grade watch. Remember that this channel is a public service announcement watch channel. You understand that? A public service Announcement Watch channel. And we're here to tell you what's happening out there. So this watch got discontinued yesterday. And today they had a couple of watches already going on. And one gentleman sold one in one of those groups that I belong to. They sold one for $93,000, you know? And he said, it's discontinued. And suddenly another channel, another, watch group that I belong to, had one there for $129,000. And another one had it for $135,000. This is the way they're going to flim-flam you and fleece you guys out of your children's tuition money. That's right. This is why I'm saying that these watch manufacturers work with the gray watch market. That's right. They work with them. They're giving these people an opportunity to make up money. That's right. To make up money from you guys, from your children's tuition money. This watch, this Patek Philippe stainless steel blue dial 5712 Nautilus with a retail price of $51,850. $51,850. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that watch. You do whatever you want, but don't pay for that watch more. Right now, this moment, don't pay more than $88,000, and it is dropping. It is dropping, ladies and gentlemen. Get it through your head, it's dropping. This is a way they're going to flim-flam you, they're going to fleece you out of your children's tuition money. Patek works with the gray watch market. They do. They work. We have to give an opportunity to these gray watch dealers to make some money. That's right. And the people are going nuts already. The people are going crazy. You should see how those watches are going all over the place. They're all over the place. All over the place. Everybody's coming out of the woods with the Patek Philippe 5712, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's dumping it now. Everybody's dumping it. And it's going to just keep on climbing up in pricing, ladies and gentlemen. You understand me? But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, there were also two watch models that they were discontinued in 2024. You know, they were discontinued. And that was, we should keep those watches for the end. But there were two models that were also discontinued in 2024. That's right. So I'm telling you what's going on, what they're planning to do to you people out there. You lollipop suckers, window lickers, crayon eaters, tomato cans, and Palmolive dish lickers. They're going to get you. They're going to get you with Miss Piggy. They're going to get you with the Tiffany. But they're going to get you. They're going to get you because they know. They know that all of us. Thank you so much, Damon. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Damon, very much for supporting the channel. And we're doing this. We do it because we're stupid like that. You know that. Damon, you know we're stupid like that. I'm sort of a buffalo myself. I'm sort of a dodo bird myself. And this is the reason I do this, because I'm a buffalo too. I'm a dodo bird myself. So let me just help them out before they get burned. But don't give a penny more than the price that I tell you for that 5712 stainless steel Nautilus. Blue dial. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're going to get you. They're going to get you, ladies and gentlemen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a watch market update on Patek Philippe. On this watch right here. This is a Patek Philippe Complications 5905. 5905, 42 millimeter, annual calendar chrono, platinum. Unbelievable, platinum. If you don't get it, it's platinum with a leather strap. Unbelievable time machine. Unbelievable. Retail price on that watch is $89,890. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't pay for that beautiful Patek. Don't pay for that beautiful Patek Complications 5905. Don't pay more. I mean, you do whatever you want, but don't pay more than $58,000 in dumping, all right? Dumping. Don't do it. I know what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. Don't do it. Our next watch is the Patek Philippe Complications 5960 Platinum 40.5 millimeter casing. Annual calendar chrono. Retail price $98,900. Ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want with your money. You do whatever you want. You guys have maintained these flim-flammers lifestyle for too many years. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been maintaining these people's lifestyle for too many years. And you cannot continue doing that. You cannot. You got to show them that you woke up already. That you woke up. I know what I'm telling you. Don't pay for that Patek 5960 Platinum 40.5 millimeter casing, annual calendar, chrono. Don't pay more than $44,000 in dropping. Don't do it. I know what I'm telling you. The watch market is dead. Thank you, Damon. Thank you for believing in this channel. Thank you very much. Coño, qué dolor me da en el pecho. De verdad que sí. Coño, bien bonito, Damon. Thank you so much, Damon. De verdad que sí. Very nice. Our next watch is a Patek Philippe Complications, the 5231J, yellow gold, unbelievable, world time, with a 38.5 millimeter casing, unbelievable. Retail price of this watch is an unbelievable looking time machine, ladies and gentlemen. It also has a leather strap, unbelievable looking time machine. Retail price is $81,610. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is another sucker's bet they're trying to get you involved in. But don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be weasels. Don't be weasels. Don't get caught. Don't get caught in the current, you know? Don't get caught. I know what I'm telling you. And don't pay for that watch. I mean, you do whatever you want with your money. It's your money. You do whatever you want. But don't pay more than $94,000 in. I know what I'm telling you. Look into that watch. It's dropping. Thank you very much, Ty. Thank you so much, Ty. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, Ty. Thank you very much. Thank you guys so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, our next watch. Did I get confused here or no? That's right. I'm paying more than $94,000. That's right. So, our next watch is a Patek Philippe Complications 5035 J, yellow gold, annual calendar. You know, I'm just going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is an older watch from 2000, 2005, 2004, and I'm going to tell you, don't pay for this beautiful, you know, Patek Complications 5035 yellow gold, annual calendar, yellow gold. Don't pay more than $17,500 in dropping. All right, guys? Be careful with your money out there. Be careful. Right, guys? Be careful. Our next watch is a Patek Philippe Complications 5070 white gold, 42 millimeter chrono. Retail price of this watch, and I remember this watch very, very, very well, ladies and gentlemen. I remember this watch like it was yesterday. A friend of mine from La República Dominicana, Santo Domingo, he purchased this watch. And he was real excited about this watch at that time. And the retail price of this watch is $143,100. You heard that right, $143,100. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a full set with a strap as well. Unbelievable time machine, unbelievable. You know, 42 millimeter chronograph, you know, white gold, complications. And I'm just gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that watch more than $54,000 in dropping. Don't do it. I know what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. La situación está jodida por la calle. No hay dinero. No hay dinero. Things are bad in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Things are really, really bad. No, there's no money out there. There's no money. I know what I'm telling you. You do whatever you want. Pero está jodida la situación, papá. No sean lambones. No sean lambones. You understand me? Listen to Ty. He said it's going to go all the way down. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are aware, but the situation in this country, every 18 years, a situation happens in the economy world, in our country, you know. It gets crazy, you know, every 18 years. And the time has come that it's going to happen, you know. La situación está jodida. Tú lo sabes, Ty. You know it, Ty. Come on, talk to them, Ty. You know, let them know what's going on, Ty. Tenemos aquí un bonche de lambones. Lambones. Every 18 years, something like this happens. It's here now. It's here. Save your money, ladies and gentlemen. Save your money. Está jodida la situación, papi. Está crítico. Está bien jodida. Zuzu! I know what I'm telling you, Zuzu. Things are bad. I know every 18 years, this thing happens. The monster gets here. And nobody can save this. No president, no politician, none of that good stuff. Nobody can. Está jodido, papá. Está jodido. It's upside down. Like I'm telling you, today another plane. If you guys don't know this because you guys are, skip hopping around like rabbits through life, another plane went on fire. Unbelievable. 2 planes went down and 1 plane today on fire. Look into it, ladies and gentlemen. I know what I'm telling you. Look into it. No hay dinero. La situación está jodida. I know what I'm telling you. You do whatever you want, pero está jodido. Ladies and gentlemen, our next watch is a Patek Philippe. This watch es el jefe. This watch that I'm going to talk to you about is the chief, el jefe, el patrón. You know Pablo Escobar, you know that guy, Pablo Escobar. This is Pablo Escobar's, type of watch. Unbelievable that Pablo Escobar, unbelievable. Patek Philippe, Grand Complications. Grand Complications, increíble. The 5373 Platinum, Calibre CHR 27525, just in case you want to look that up, Unbelievable. The PSQ, the thinnest split-second chronograph movement with perpetual calendar ever built. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. This watch at one moment was over $1.5 million. 1.5, nothing big. Unbelievable. Patek Philippe, Grand Complications. The retail price of that watch is $595,070. It went down to $900,000. Then it went down to $780. Unbelievable looking time machine. Leather strap. Unbelievable. I tell you this, it's a monster. It's a monster of a watch. It's for people like Zuzu. There we go. See? I'm telling you, like Zuzu. Can you believe that? I said Zuzu. There it is. Zuzu's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I know what I'm telling you. This watch is for Zuzu. Zuzu, I love you. Tú eres uno de los míos. Unbelievable, that Zuzu. And ladies and gentlemen, then it went down to $780. And then it went down to $690. $690. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want, but don't pay for that Patek. Grand Complications 5373 Platinum. You do whatever you want, but don't pay more than $565,000 in dumping. I know what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Stop giving away your children's tuition money away. I know what I'm telling you. But ladies and gentlemen, we started the beginning of the show with the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5712 Blue Dial. And it got discontinued yesterday. Just in case Zuzu doesn't know this. Zuzu, if you don't know this, the Patek Philippe 5712 stainless steel Blue Dial 40 millimeter got discontinued yesterday, February the 1st. And today, the gentlemen and all the different, watch platforms were going nuts. They were going nuts. They were going nuts with the watch, They were outbidding each other. They bid with each other. The ones that inflate the prices is the boiler room channels, the Muppet boiler room channels, back and forth, They do it back and forth, back, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I know what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, all the way up. And these dirty scoundrels took that watch today. I saw one being sold. We don't know if that's for real or not. We don't know. Maybe it's just a sketch. You know how these people operate, Maybe it's a sketch. But they took one of those Pateks stainless steel 5712 to $135,000 today. $135,000. But also in 2024, the Patek Philippe white gold Nautilus 5712 40 millimeter discontinued in 2024 with a leather strap. Retail price is $55,500. $590. Remember, this one got discontinued too. And there was a real big long line of lollipop suckers, window lickers, crayon eaters, Palmolive dish lickers, tomato cans. They were all over the streets, giving away their children's tuition money away. Unbelievable. They were nuts for that white gold 5712 Nautilus. Unbelievable. And it was discontinued. Unbelievable. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that. You know, the word they're using now, collector gray watch. Don't pay for that collector gray watch. You know, the 5712, white gold. Don't pay more. I mean, you do whatever you want. That's right. That's right. JK, he put there crayon eater. Unbelievable. He knows too much. Don't pay for that collector gray watch, 5712, white gold. Don't pay more than $59,000 in dumping. Dumping. That's where you would understand that the same thing is going to happen to that Patek Philippe stainless steel Nautilus Blue Dial 5712. It's going to go down, 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 down. Understand me? This is just to get you enticed. This is just to get you enticed. You understand me? This is like, this is just to get you enticed. I don't want to get into, I don't want to get into that now. So this is just to get you enticed. This is the Patek Philippe factory is giving an opportunity to the Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels and dealers to get some money back from you window lickers, to get you fleets, to get you flim-flam. You understand me? To get you flim-flam. You see, Ed is already here. Ed Blair, he's a brain. Ed Blair is a brain. He's unbelievable. You have to talk to Ed Blair. He'll tell you about all this stuff. These people work in cahoots. The watch factories, the luxury watch factories work in cahoots with Deputy Butthole Eyes with Tweety Bird haircut. Unbelievable. The Warris Fat Bastard, the Hungry Hippo Mr. Magoo, the two Jehovah Witness brothers, the two Toddler Body brothers. Unbelievable. Big Pun and Heavy D. Unbelievable. They all work together, ladies and gentlemen, to flim-flam you. But you know what they hate the most now? Is that you got me. That's right, you got me. I said it wrong. You got me and Joaquin. He doesn't want you to call him no more Kino. You got to call him now Joaquin. Since he has a new girlfriend, he's changed his life around. And he wants to be called Joaquin no matter what, Don't call him Kino. I can't even call him no more Kino, so. Oh my God, okay. Ed, you're back, Ed, okay. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have another watch, which is the Patek Joaquin Gonzalez. Absolutely, Zuzu, absolutely. So we have another Patek Philippe. Again, a Patek Philippe 5712. Speedy Gonzalez, that's right, Zuzu. Ty, that's right, Ty. 5712. Unbelievable. Rose gold. I knew a window licker when this watch was first, discontinued. The Patek Philippe Nautilus Rose Gold 5712 40 millimeter, with a leather strap. He went nuts and oh my God, I hit the lotto. And he went out and he bought a Patek Philippe Rose Gold bracelet to put it on, I mean, it wasn't born that way, but he wanted to make it look like, like the new 5712 Rose Gold that came out, that was born with the bracelet, the casing, all that stuff, and he bought it. And I think he paid for the bracelet. I mean, it's unbelievable. He paid for the bracelet, I think, something like $35,000. $35,000. So he converted that watch. He converted it from a 5712 with a leather strap to now a rose gold bracelet and the casing, all that. And this watch, the retail price of that watch is $55,590. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want with your money. You understand. I mean, you guys understand that this is a public service watch announcement channel. We are a public service watch announcement channel, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to watch you guys, to protect you guys from getting fleeced, from getting flim-flam. That's right, from these hucksters and hoodwinks. You know, these guys are a bunch of hoodwinks and hucksters. And I'm not going to permit that, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that we've been approached. We have been approached, to try to get us to go to the dark side. And we just don't want to go to the dark side. We feel comfortable with you guys. You know, we don't want to see you as lambones. I'm sorry. That's right, Damon. That they do. We don't want you to, we don't want you to be lambones, ladies and gentlemen. We can't. We can't let you be a lambone. We're gonna protect you always. And I know that I've been saying that once we reach to 10,000 organic watch channel subscribers, I'm gonna step down and I think I'm gonna have to stick around because I'm beginning to feel like you guys are part of my family. You know what I'm saying? So unbelievable. I think I'm gonna stick around, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm gonna stick around. But ladies and gentlemen, going back to that Patek Philippe Rose Gold Nautilus 5712 40 millimeter discontinued, retail price 55,590. Ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that watch. Whatever you do, whatever you do, don't pay for that collector gray watch. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Zuzu, you didn't hear this. The Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels and dealers, they don't want to use no more the word discontinue. Pay attention and listen to me. Pay attention and listen. They want to use the words now, collector gray watches. You do whatever you want with your money, ladies and gentlemen, but you cannot continue maintaining these people's lifestyle. Their red gold fast car, their ripped jeans, their Louis Vuitton Nike sneakers, their Montclair sweaters, their Supreme hoodies, the sushi, fish. They don't want that no more. The $17,000 steak dinner, the guy with the white t-shirt, the sunglasses, the Patek, unbelievable. And he slices the steak for you and he puts it in your mouth. You cannot continue this no more, ladies and gentlemen. Se lo suplico, no sean lambones. No sean lambones. This is the only channel. This is the only channel against all of them, ladies and gentlemen. Ed, explain to them, Ed. This is the only channel against all of them. Against all of them. We're the only ones. They were trying to buy me and Kino out with a rose gold date presidential with an olive green dial, ladies and gentlemen. You guys don't know that? This is for real. Scout's honor. But we deny that. We don't want that. Sweet Kid Kino wanted to do it. Sweet Kid Kino wanted to do it. He wanted that date, but I said, we can't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. But ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that 5712 rose gold leather strap. Discontinued. Said it wrong. Collector gray watch. Don't pay more. Don't pay more than $81,000 in. Okay? Don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, I'm here to protect you guys. You got a friend in me, You got a friend in me. Okay? 79. Pay 79. Don't pay more than 79. Don't pay more than 79. And dropping. You know what I'm saying. And you're a smart man. I feel like sometimes these people, they say, well, why do you repeat things too much? Because I think you guys have a hearing problem. They got a hearing problem, so I have to repeat it to them until it penetrates their brain cells. You understand me? I'm telling you. I know what I'm trying to tell you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this watch market update. and you also learn something on what they're doing right now with discontinued watches by calling them collector grade watches. You know, that's right. And remember, you know, I'm stupid like that. This is the reason I do the show, because I'm stupid like that. You know, I really am. I'm stupid like that. But I try my best always to help you guys out. You know, I really do. I try the best. You know, I really do. I don't want to see you guys just, you know, blowing money away. Listen, I'm sure that a lot of you out there are loaded. How's that, right? I'm sure that a lot of you out there are loaded. But that doesn't mean that you have to give, you know, throw money away. You know, it doesn't mean that, you know. You shouldn't be doing that. No sean lambones. No sean lambones. No regalen más el dinero. No lo regalen más. Esa gente es una gonorrea. The watch market is dead in the backyard pool and smelly. Even smelly. The backyard pool is smelly already. Está todo escojonado. No sirve. No sean pendejos. No sean gilipollas. You know what gilipollas is? You don't know what it is? You Google it. Because I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you no more what's happening out there. I'm going to stop. Nah, I'm lying. I can never stop. I'm always going to help you guys out. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoy this watch market update. Don't forget that we have a private watch group in my Facebook page. It's under my name, Juan Nieves, and it's under Opus in Time. You know, try to request to get into the group. Maybe Sweet Kick, you know, let you in. You know how that is. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to, you know, like and share our videos. You know, the more we get exposed and this channel gets exposed, the more, I mean, we're getting some kind of respect over it. Ed, am I getting some kind of respect, you know, with this channel? Come on, show me if I'm getting some respect out there from these monkeys, these cockroaches. You know, let me know if I'm getting some respect. No respect? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, take care and brush your hair. Thank you, guys. Good night.